Yo, what is up? It's Luke. Promise I'm back here behind my plant. This is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that I got because I said that I couldn't have a monstera in my house because it would be too big. Anyway, yeah, so that's him. He's just one of the new plants that I've got. I haven't done any kind of video in a while due to various life circumstances. You know, I want to, but I don't quite have the technology to do the videos that I would like to do, such as a good camera, nice video editing software, anything like that. I don't quite have that, or nice lighting in my house, or like anything like that quite yet. So I'm just gonna do, instead of anything else, I'm just gonna do like a quick plant update for fall, because it is October, and it's very warm right now, but it is going to get cold very soon. Last year I brought my plants in around October 14th, 15th, so like my succulents and stuff that are still outside. Most of my houseplants are inside, so I'm not going to do a big old rundown of like every single plant and every single name, because I attempted that yesterday and I got halfway through and was like, holy shit, this video is an hour long, and I never remember I never remember what exactly I talked about in my last video. But I looked back at it, and I'm literally wearing the exact same shirt in my July video. So, okay, I have one shirt. I'm a comic book character. Anyway, let's go. So then this is an update. I have a grow light now. The light's not currently on. I think it's supposed to come on any second now. But this is a Sunblaze T5 high output. It has four lights. Yeah, four little bulbs in there, and this is where I'm gonna have some of my succulents. Mostly probably just my Kalanchoe luciae, my variegated flapjack plant, and that little thing is where I am trying to germinate some begonia seeds that I bred for my own begonias, but probably won't work because the seeds are so tiny and I've never done it before, and I don't have bottom heat, and just generally it's not probably good enough for what they need to germinate, but you know, I'm trying it out, and I'll probably do my other seeds and stuff under here also. So yeah, that's cool. So this is where the Rhaphidophora lives. And in this little corner, it is still very backlit and dark, and I'm waiting for the leaves to die off the tree out there to move more of my plants up here, because it's just too dark with the leaves on the tree. Yeah, so most of the plants up here are very low light plants. I've got my satin pothos right there, another one, and I've got like my Chinese evergreen and some Dracaena, a new snake plant. I got this snake plant the other day. Really cute. And my grape ivy, which is a new dude, and he's like climbing the wall. And then this one's super cool. I just got this the other day. This is a Maranta leuconura Cruchoviana variegata, which I definitely got just to pronounce that name. But it's got this variegation, these white speckles, and some of the leaves are like, I think this leave's just solid, but these leaves are like lemony speckled. It's adorable. So yeah, then I've got these tray thingies. This is a non-variegated Maranta leuconura Cruchoviana. Oh my god. Yeah, so this will probably be where I keep a lot of my begonias soon. So that's cool. And other than that, a lot of these plants that are in my bedroom are basically the same plants I've had for a while. And they're gonna get moved around whenever I am able to keep plants in this window without the tree killing them. So down here in the east window, the light's like really bright right now coming in, so it's all sunshiny, yay. And mostly I've just got my begonias on these shelves. Like this shelf is entirely begonias, this shelf is almost entirely begonias. This one is a lot of like indirect lighty succulents and a chenanthe and a begonia. And this is all of my Haworthiopsis, Haworthia, Gasteria, and aloe. So all my aloe babies. I did, down here I used to have basically all these guys in their pots, but I also had a big bowl where all of these guys were in. And I decided that I didn't want that anymore because it was very difficult to, it was like kind of a deep bowl, but like, I don't know, it was just weird because the roots couldn't quite grow well enough, and then it got moist at the bottom, and generally they just didn't really dig it. It was really hard to keep from growing weird mold and stuff and keep watered well enough because they all had different watering needs, and it was like, and some of them, like this little guy, was getting shaded out. So yeah, so I moved them all out here. They're, most of them are ones that I've had, but these two aloes are new, and some of their babies. This is an aloe snowstorm and an aloe blizzard, and they look super cool, and I love aloes. And all these little guys, look at them all. They're so cute. And this guy is just so cool and pretty. I hope this is even focused. I don't think it is. I just love him, my Pegasus begonia. So then I can't see anything, but this shelf is new. It's kind of temporary. There's my cat. He's always helping. So this is just some more aloes and Haworthias and Haworthiopsis, just kind of hanging out. My begonia, Dragii or Durgii or whatever, that is now going dormant. More Haworthias, Haworthiopsis, and all that, and my Christmas cactus. Yeah, so eventually this shelf is going to be something else. Probably my mom wants to get a big houseplant, maybe a fig. Probably not a fig because figs are bad, but you know, we'll see. So I don't think I had my carnivorous plants last time. This is my little Nepenthes, and he's got all these cute little new pictures, and he's living in the kitchen to eat fruit flies right now. So this is a kind of sad update, but my one beautiful begonia, my first begonia that I ever got, my big old Stardust Rex begonia, actually, this is all that's left of it. It totally rotted out. I tried to save it via leaf cuttings, and the leaf cuttings shriveled, and so then I used this stem cutting that is like just the tiniest, saddest nub, but it still has some leaves, so it'll be okay, I hope. I don't know. Pray for him. He's doing his best. So then we got these shelves, which are mostly the same plants, except for I shifted them all around because they've been having a thrip problem. So the other, I think 2 weeks ago, I took them all outside and treated them for thrips and then brought them back in. So I kind of like sprayed them off, used some neem oil, or no, I didn't use neem oil. I used some kind of insecticidal soap that was, said it worked on thrips, and so, yeah, so I haven't noticed any in a while, so hopefully that's good. Also, my African violet is blooming, and it's like, I didn't know what color it was when I brought it home, and when I brought it home it was like half dead. It was a rescue from the greenhouse, and it's blue and awesome. And this is another rescue from the greenhouse, my tiny little Peperomia caparata that had only like 2 leaves and was rotting when I got it. And yay. I've tried to downsize on my Peperomia because they just don't like the lighting in my house. Like they tend to rot out because they just don't get enough light. But yeah, my begonia, Mrs. Hashimoto, is looking awesome. And then these are cuttings from my begonia canary wing, which is technically like grown as an outside annual, but you know, whatever. I'll bring them in if I want to. And then my begonia black mamba. This is the parent, and it's just a baby. It's literally very black and cute little leaves. I actually really love how my philodendron Heterocum micans is growing. He is like so shiny and velvety, because when I got it, the leaves were kind of all scarred up and like covered in like calcified stuff, and now it's so soft and velvety. It's lovely. My Pilea, that's like weird lighting. My Pilea also was having some fertilizer issues or some yellowy leaf issues, and he's now fully green and happy again because I fertilized him. So here's some more of my cane begonias, which I actually took some cuttings from them because they were getting a little kind of leggy and tall. So there's my begonia Zorro, my begonia honeysuckle, and my begonia Nochromis. They're kind of just hanging out with their cuttings, and this one has roots. Yay. So then I don't think I had this one last time. This is my Calathea, it's Rosiopicta, I think it's medallion, usually referred to. The cultivar, I don't 100% know, but I think it's medallion. Yeah, but it's got this like pink, and this is the new leaf, and it's got some damage. I don't know if that's from thrips or from just humidity or just damage in my house. But it's got this other leaf too. Yay! And it's actually really big, and these guys do get really big, and I'm like afraid. My other Calathea, this is my Calathea lancifolia, is actually doing pretty well. And it has a little new leaf shoot, which is cool because I thought it was going to die. And over here on this little table, this was the most affected by the thrips. This is my Maranta leuconera messengiana, I think. Either that or I don't really know. But it was, you know, he was really thrippy, and I think they're all gone. He's just been over here so I can kind of keep a better eye on the thrip situation. And I've kind of taken over this shelf too somehow with my ZZ plant. Yeah. Oh, and I got a new air plant. He's adorable. So then I can't see anything. I can't even see if I'm recording, but out here we got my Pachyphytum is blooming, which is so cute and perfect and adorable and amazing. It's red. It's great. Yeah, I don't remember anything else that actually is going on out here, but there's some pretty cute little dudes. There's my little devil's backbone, my little variegated Cotyledon tomentosa. This little guy I think I might have not had last time. It's an Echeveria. My big jades, and this is the guy that's gonna go under my grow light. My Kalanchoe Luciae variegata. There's a stink bug on it. I can't actually see if I'm filming it, but it's very pretty. Has its full summer color, has all these little babies that I might take off. Yeah, super cool. So then down here, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with my bonsai this year. I've got my wisteria over there, and these three little guys, and this maple tree, but I don't think that's mine. I don't remember. And got some of my ornamental peppers that I grew from seed this year still left. Well, this one I bought, but this one I grew from seed. It's very small. And then my Datura, which is still alive, kind of. And some more little miscellaneous little succulent babies that need to come inside. And then these are I got a Sarracenia here, and a little sundew, which is got all these flowers. And another Sarracenia. This one's supposedly hardy to zone 3, so we'll see. And this is really cool, but it's in the garden. This is a Begonia grandis, a hardy begonia, so it's super cool. It's got all these little flowers. This is a female flower, and that's a male flower. Yay! So I have a handful of plants that are still outside due to their thrippy spider mightiness, so my Calathea Fusion White, my big ol' Pothos Big Leafy, my Peperomia closifolia, and my Dumcane, my Dieffenbachia, all kind of have thrips still, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but we'll see. So just some quick seasonal plants. There's a mum. Yay. This little planter got an update. I put my big old black ornamental pepper in there, Black Pearl. Black Coleus, I think called Black Star. Can't remember the cultivar of the Heuchera, but it's cute. And some little pansies, which haven't bloomed again yet, but they're cute. And my zinnias, which I grew from seed, which are like really tall and huge. And the bees love them. Oh, bee just landed on my camera. And this planter, which has my snake plant in it, and the rest is my mom's, but it looks like fine gardening planter. Super cool. These like tall narrow planters are like really in right now for some reason. Okay, then this is the last room that I have plants. So this is my poinsettia. which I fertilized yesterday, and looks kind of, I mean, it looks okay. It does not look as good as ones in the greenhouse, and it's a little woody and it's a little weird, but hopefully I get some cool blooms when I start. I have to kind of restrict its lighting. I'll start restricting its lighting like now, but I haven't because I'm lazy. We'll see though. And this is a south window, so he gets a lot of light. Like this gets light from now, which is like, it's like 10 o'clock until like 3 or 4. So that's cool. This is my fiddle leaf fig. I'm testing him out in this window. I think he really likes it so far. And I've been watering him less. And I might have to water him again actually, because I watered him yesterday, but I had waited so long, the soil was like super dry. But yeah, so he hasn't put out any new leaves since he's been in here. He's been in here about a month. I don't know, but he's real ugly. But he's doing his best. So then over here we got these two monstrosities. This is my rubber tree, and the very last plant in my plant tour is my Monstera adansonii, which is doing crazy, ridiculous things up this moss pole. Which I did have a video of putting him on the moss pole, but then he outgrew the moss pole in the time that it took me to procrastinate on editing that video, and I had to get him an extension. So he also, I'm pretty sure, has thrips still, or, you know, not still, but just does, because, I mean, he's got a lot of yellowy leaves, and he's got these little issues. This is just an old leaf, but in general, I'm pretty sure he's got some kind of thrippy issue. Yeah, he's got some kind of thrippy issue going on, which I need to treat, which luckily he's just basically in this room with this one plant, so, and those other plants, but they aren't close to him, so I can treat him. And I'm probably gonna do some kind of video of that. He's got, you know, he has been like much healthier, like in the leaf size. He was putting out a bunch of tiny leaves, and now with no holes, and now most of his leaves are big with holes because of the lighting and because of the moss pole that he can now hook onto. So yeah, so I'm really hoping to get this plant back to health. I just hate thrips. Thrips are bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're also on this guy, but they already were, so whatever. This whole room is getting de-thripified. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, just like size comparison, he's big. Yeah, so hopefully I can get him de-thripped, because it's very sad, and he's probably the biggest Monstera adansonii that I've seen, and I got this guy for $10 before it was cool, before the Instagram trend of being obsessed with Monstera adansonii. Yeah, so that's it. That's been my fall update. Hopefully that was somewhat interesting.